All right. Today's entering our weekend to be in a state of peace. So let's go ahead and begin on our mats, comfortable seated posture. Maybe the hands, palms facing the sky and the eyes resting closed. Taking a moment to tap into the body. Maybe doing a scan from the top of the head down to the toes. Seeing if you notice any tension, anything that aches. See if you can meet that tension with the breath. Really staying present with the breath as we sit here on our mats, prepare to begin our practice. And in this space, bringing to mind something that we felt grateful for this week. Maybe it was a person, something you saw on television, maybe your morning coffee. Seeing if in this space we can connect to that feeling of gratitude. Seeing if we can let it fill the whole body. And seeing if we can notice that feeling. What does it feel like? Maybe with the eyes resting closed, what does it look like? Does it take on any shape? Is it a certain color or texture? See if we can sit with the space of gratitude for a few breaths. And making a commitment to honor this thing, these people, whatever it is that we're feeling grateful for today with practice, and allowing it to guide us through our movement. On the inhale, sweep the arms up really high, reach out of the base of the spine. Go ahead and lift the eyes towards the ceiling. Really lift the ribcage up. And as you exhale, right arm to the mat, left arm overhead. If you notice that the left glute is peeling off the mat, go ahead and press it back down. And then take this left arm, open it towards the ceiling. Getting that nice stretch here. Maybe finding a little bit of depth on the exhale. Take a breath in, and then we're going to pinwheel the arms over as the exhale, let the right arm come overhead. Deep stretch here. Maybe the right arm opens towards the sky and falls towards the mat. Go ahead and glue that glute down. Inhale, the arms come up, one motion, then walk forward. Let that head fall towards the mat and press the glutes back behind us. And then walking the hands up. We're going to start rotating the neck in a clockwise posture all the way around. And maybe if we notice any spaces of tension here, just gently finding stillness and letting that stretch out. And then counterclockwise with the neck. From here, we're going to take the legs out wide in this straddle posture. Maybe trying to press the hips forward just a little bit. Inhale the arms up high, and as we exhale, folding down over the left leg. allowing ourselves to find depth here on the exhales. Inhale, the arms come up, and exhale over to the right side. Same posture, getting a stretch through the leg, maybe a little through the back, and using exhales to find depth. Inhale the arms up high and walk the hands out in front for that front straddle stretch. And then exhale forward. Bring the body back up. We're going to bring the feet together in front of us, making this diamond shape in supine butterfly. And as we exhale, maybe using the elbows to press the knees open, getting a deeper stretch here. And then forward fold down over the feet. Option to press the feet out if you want to get a little bit deeper here. Generally, the closer the feet are to the body, the more difficult. So listening to whatever your body wants today and honoring that space. Inhale, lifting the chest and then walking the hands over, finding our tabletop posture. Finding that neutral spine here. Toes are tucked behind me. On the inhale, belly drops, gaze lifts. And on the exhale, cat posture. Draw the spine in, gaze goes towards the belly button. Inhale, belly drops, gaze lifts. And exhale, cat. Draw it all in. So moving through a few rounds of this, just at your own breath pace. Whatever feels good today. And then finding some stillness with a neutral spine. Go ahead and tuck those toes if they aren't already. And exhale, press the hips up and back for our first downward facing dog of the day. So pedaling the feet, maybe shaking out the hips. Pressing the chest, whatever feels good. Waking the body up, getting the blood flow. Inhale, that right leg swings high, and exhale, drop the heel towards the glutes, stack those hips, rotate the ankle, and press them into the palms of the hands to lift the hips even higher. And exhale, bring it down. Both heels press back towards the mat. Inhale, the left leg goes high, three-legged dog, and exhale, stack the hips and stretch. Go ahead and bring that leg down. We're going to inhale, rock the body forward, finding our plank posture. Keep the core nice and engaged. Taking a couple of breaths here. Gaze falling center of the hands, whole body still. Exhale, back downward facing dog. Couple of breaths here. Inhale, rock the body, find that plank posture again. Keep the core engaged. Gaze falls center of the mat. Maybe if we want an extra challenge, trying to lift the right leg. And then knowing that what we do to one side, we must do to the other. Left leg lifts. And both down. Exhale, chaturanga. Lower the body down. Maybe float above the mat. Inhale, finding upward facing dog. And exhale, toes tucked. Downward facing dog. Option 2, take the knees wide and take child's pose for 5 resting breaths here. Staying present with the body, staying present with the mind. Inhale, finding downward facing dog. If you are in child's pose, hips press back and high. Inhale, the right leg goes high, and exhale, step it through, planning for warrior one. Inhale, we lift the arms. My back foot is at a 45-degree angle, and I am pressing into this front hip, trying to make a 90-degree angle with the leg and knee. Arms are up. Let's go ahead and straighten that front leg. Bring the hands behind us, 10 fingers interlaced, shoulders draw together, and chest lifts towards the sky. And keeping the same posture in the legs as we exhale, bring the head down to the leg and arms overhead. Head resting towards the knee. And exhale, letting some weight fall. Go ahead, release the hands down to pyramid posture, balancing on my hands and foot. Exhale, right foot steps back, finding downward facing dog or child's pose, whatever serves you today. Inhale, this time left leg goes high, and as you exhale, draw it through. Right foot at a 45-degree angle. Inhale, we come arms up and draw the hips forward. So searching for that 90-degree angle. Arms are high. And exhale, we're going to take the hands, palms behind us, 10 fingers interlaced, shoulders drop together, chest is high. Keeping the breath going here. And exhale, bring that head to the leg, arms overhead. And then hands, palms down by the legs for pyramid posture. Go ahead and plant the hands so we can step that left foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, press the weight forward, finding that beautiful plank posture that we all love so much. Keep that core nice and engaged, the glutes are below. Inhale, lift the right leg. And exhale, switch, right leg down, left leg up. The other switch, right leg floats. And one more switch, left leg floats. Beautiful job, everyone. Exhale, bring the feet down, knees wide, child's pose. Keep those arms outstretched in front of us. Fingers are reaching towards the front of our mat. Head is resting. And we are searching here for the natural rhythm of the breath. Seeing if we can return to our space of calmness. Return to our space of gratitude. Remembering that feeling, whatever it looks like, whatever it feels like. Inhale, rocking the body forward, finding downward facing dog, renewed and rested. Go ahead and walk the feet up towards the hands, finding a forward fold. So really letting the head and neck and legs be heavy here, letting it all melt towards the ground. Maybe grabbing opposite elbows and rocking the body side to side. And then finding stillness. Inhale, swing the arms up, greeting the day. And exhale, swan dive down. Plant the hands and step the feet back, finding plank or finding downward facing dog. Inhale, the right leg goes high. Take a couple of breaths here with the leg lifted. See if you can press the heel of the left foot back as the right leg lifts. If your hip is open to the side, making it square with the short edge of the mat, but lifting for height. Listen the chest down as the leg comes up. And exhale, draw it through for pigeon. Almost like we're going to get that right foot parallel with the front edge of the mat. Left leg is long and lean behind us, making sure that hip, knee, ankle, toes all in one line, and then pressing down into the mat. You want to feel this on the outside of the right leg. Noticing that the more we press forward with the hips, the deeper stretch we get here. But really focusing on breathing through it. And then bending this back knee, lifting and reaching back with the left hand. See if we can draw it close to the center line of the body. And exhale, release and fold down over that front leg. Option to make a pillow with the fists, whatever feels good for the body today. Maybe the forehead is on the mat. Exhale, letting those hips open. And then inhale, peeling the body up, lifting towards the front of the mat, chest is high. Go ahead and tuck those back left toes and step the right foot back to meet the left. And our downward facing dog. Shake out the hips. Huddle the feet, and then exhale both heels back towards the mat behind us. Inhale, the left leg swings high. And really focusing on drawing the right heel down towards the mat behind us as that left leg gets higher. Maybe squaring the hips towards the short edge of the mat in front of us. And using the hands to press down, pressing the chest back and allowing the leg to lift. Maybe pointing that toe, keeping it nice and pretty, giving the energy somewhere to go. And then exhale, swinging it through. Pigeon on the opposite side. Maybe taking this leg, trying to make it a little closer to parallel with the short edge of the mat, finding the depth in that posture, letting our legs be long and straight behind us, and then pressing down, letting this hip go forward as I get that stretch to the outside of the left leg. Chest is high. Then bending that right leg, reaching back with the right hand, see if we can grab it, maybe getting a stretch through the right quad. And then exhale, release, folding down over the left leg, pillows with the hands, finding comfort here. Really allowing the hips to open for a few moments. Feeling the depth of the stretch and meeting it with an exhale. Maybe returning to that feeling. See if you can visualize it here as gratitude. Feel it in the body despite tension. Inhale, the body peels up. Right toes tuck and the left foot steps back to the right, downward facing dog. Once more, taking a moment to pedal the feet. Shake out the hips, especially that left foot. Really press the left ankle or left heel towards the mat behind us. Inhale, rock the body forward, finding our ever beloved plank posture. Core is nice and engaged, glutes are low, and inhale, the right leg comes up and floats. And switch, right leg down, left leg up. Toes are pointed, and switch. One more time, switch, left leg comes high. And exhale, heels drop, knees drop, child's pose, optional downward facing dog if you want to have a more active practice today. Finding that natural rhythm with the breath. And then walking the hands up, lifting the chest, coming up onto our knees. So being very careful as we enter this posture to keep our hips tucked and our low belly engaged. And we're going to start to lean back here. Maybe reaching down, seeing if we can grab our ankles at the outsides. And once we do that, pressing the hips forward. So my glutes are engaged and my chest is lifted. Continue to breathe here through this posture. And exhale, bringing the hips down and letting it go. So I'm going to be shaking the hips out here a little bit. We're going to go ahead and take the knees wide. Seeing if we can sit the glutes down. And if we can't, that's okay. Just going as far as feels good today. And then exhale, bringing the hands behind us. And seeing if we can draw the hips in and up and slowly lower our bodies down. Maybe resting on the elbows here. Or if it feels good, maybe see if we can start to lower one vertebra at a time onto the ground. Wherever we are, continuing to focus on the breath. We're letting the body be heavy here. And then inhale, walking the body back up. Coming onto our knees once more for another round of camel. So we'll be pressing those hips forward and leaning the body back. Maybe reaching down with the hands. And if we can grab it, pressing the hips forward. We feel really solid here. Option to release one arm, seeing how that feels. Maybe taking a mini breath. Okay, symbol. Wherever we are, just breathing. And exhale, slowly walking it up and setting the hips back. All the way to the ground this time. We're gonna let those legs be long in front of us. And from here, we're gonna inhale, draw them in, making this little egg shape with the body. Noticing this is the exact opposite of our camel. Rocking side to side to really release the low back. And then exhaling, just the left leg down. Keep that right leg squeezed. We're going to use the left arm, stretch it around for a side twist. Maybe letting the gaze fall open towards the right arm. Maybe resting the eyes closed here. Inhale, draw it in, give it a squeeze, and then send it down to the mat beneath us. This time the left leg comes in, 10 fingers interlace around it, and then the right arm immediately guides it over, twisting opposite side. Inhale, draw it back in, center of the body, give it a little hug, and then exhale, send it down to meet the right leg. Letting our whole body be heavy here, hands palms facing the sky. Entering Savasana, our final resting posture, where they say we get all the benefits of our practice. And seeing if we can enter our state of peace in this space. Seeing if we can focus on allowing the body to float here on the mat. Letting those muscles be loose. Chest be heavy. Maybe unfurling the eyebrows, releasing the jaw, the shoulders, whatever spaces we know we feel tension. So allowing ourselves to take a mental break. Of the body. And then whenever you feel ready, rolling over to the right side, maybe making a pillow with the right arm, coming into this fetal posture, still rested. Using that left arm to press ourselves up, finding that seated position, maybe the legs crossed and the palms by our sides. Perhaps bringing them to heart center, resting the eyes closed. Taking a moment to connect once more to that feeling of gratitude. Acknowledging all the things that are in our lives and really turning the mind towards what we have instead of its somewhat natural space to go towards what we don't have. Intentionally focusing on these things, maybe making a commitment to say thank you. And making a commitment to allow this feeling to take us through our weekend. And I'd like to thank you for letting me guide you through your practice today. The light in me sees the light in you. Namaste.